In this video, super quick one today, I just want to show you 3 mistakes that you're making that are driving women away. And these are like beginner mistakes. So if you just found my channel, this is going to be super useful for you. If you don't know why the last girl left you, if you don't know why women aren't attracted to you, this will help you a lot because you're probably doing all 3 of these things. All right, so I have my notes down here and I have the top 3 things that mess guys up when they're trying to start dating, when maybe you've gotten some numbers, you've gotten the initial attraction part down, but keeping a woman is honestly harder than just attracting her in the first place. So you got to keep her around, you got to keep her attracted to you. It's not just about keeping her happy, it's not just about keeping her and making sure that she's happy and content. It's actually about you being a man consistently, attracting her, keeping her attracted. Attraction and being content are not the same thing. So she needs to be attracted to you at all times. So if you want to do that, if you want to keep women attracted to you, then you're gonna wanna pay attention. The first thing you're doing is you're being too predictable. And this is literally, it can be so small. It can be such a small thing. You can throw her off just randomly. Say you're on a second date and she's like, hey, let's go over here. No, we're going over here. Just disagree for the sake of it. Like at first, you can just disagree for the sake of it and it's fine because you need to be less predictable. If she knows that she's going to text you and you're going to text her back without fail every single time within the first 15 minutes, even if you have the time, even if you see your phone go off, don't text back for an hour. Don't text back for 2 hours. Just distract yourself. Do something actually useful with your time. Start valuing your time. Work on your business. Go to the gym before you text her back. Do something on your to-do list before you text her back. But you're way too predictable. Predictable is boring. And if there's anything that you want to know about women, it's that they don't want boring. They want emotions. There's a reason they go for the bad boy. It's because the bad boy gives them emotions. Even though it's not good emotions, they still get emotions from that guy. And so that is something you really need to latch onto if you're going to have long-term success with women, is that they want emotions. And so you need to stop being so predictable. Look back at your text, look back at how you communicate with women. I guarantee it's incredibly predictable. It's always the same thing, and it's leaving women turned off and unattracted to you after a week. So stop being so predictable. Second, you're way too compliant. You're just a yes man. And so you need to start disagreeing more. And you don't need to start just being a dick and disagreeing for no reason. But just disagree with small stuff at first. Disagree just for fun. Even if you don't actually disagree, you can just do it as a joke. And that's even like a good way to start. Like if you're kind of a pussy, which like there's a lot of guys that are, there's no shame in it. If you're kind of a pussy and a girl asks you to do something, just be like, no. And then you can do it anyway, it's fine. But like just telling her no and then doing it, it's a little bit disagreeable. It's a little bit fun. It's less predictable. Because if she knows that you're gonna say yes all the time, there's no tension, there's no mystery, there's no pressure for her to be better, there's no pressure for her to be attractive or be into you. There's no reason to, because she has you. When you say yes, she has you. And so she doesn't want to have you. She wants to be chasing you. She wants to constantly be trying to lock you down. And that's what she really wants deep down. Like women are hardwired that way. And so if you want to have success with women, you need to stop being so compliant. You have to not be so afraid to offend. And you'll get feedback from the girl, because there are times where I've said no and I have been non-compliant before, and it's a little bit of a problem. The girl's a little upset, the girl's a little annoyed, whatever, but then she gets over it because she's totally fine. And then there's like being non-compliant in the way where you're just being an asshole and you're just being a bad person. And so you can get really clear feedback from that. You can tell if she's genuinely upset or if she's like, just like a little cranky, and then she's fine. And then she's giggling again 2 minutes later. Be a little bit disagreeable and just start seeing the reaction that pops up on a girl's face when you disagree with her and you say no. She asks you to do something, you say no. Right? No, we're doing this. Stop being so compliant. Stop being such a yes man. Next, she probably thinks you're undesirable. So she doesn't see you hanging out around women. She doesn't see women like you. You have no track record of being good with women. And that's just unattractive. Women want what other women want. And that's just true. Like look at, why do you think all of the girls hang out with the guy that gets all the girls? It's because they're like, well, there must be something about him that other girls like, so I want that too. And so it becomes a competition. If there's no one fighting over you, then there's no value. So you need to be attractive to women. This applies for guys in relationships. You should still be desirable by women. If you're in a monogamous relationship where you said, hey, I'm going to follow these rules, I'm going to stay faithful, you should not cheat on her, obviously. You should not act on the attraction from women, but you should be getting it. It should be obvious that women are attracted to you. You should be able to flirt and have fun. because that's who you are as a man and that's what she wants. No woman wants a guy that has no experience. No woman wants a guy that has never been there before. Like, if you've had experience with women, if you're good with women, if you know what you're doing, then you're in the right spot. You're in a good place because women like that. Women like a leader. And so you can't lead nearly as well if you don't have experience, if you don't know what you're doing, if you haven't been there before. So those are 3 massive mistakes that beginners make. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment below. Let me know what you want to see in the next one for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.